welcome back to Vlogmas day 16. Today is another work week day here, just working from home. Today I am all pearled out. I am like pearls, pearls, pearls and red lips. So I'm feeling very classic, and I'm in like this sweater dress, which actually is really warm. I have tonight Lyle's company Christmas party, and last night I figured out my outfit. So that's the deal with, that's kind of the plan for today, is like work, 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 and then a party after work. And yeah, okay, let's do the Dior calendar. So day 16 is right on the front. Oh, yay! I'm actually really excited that this is another perfume because of my mirrored tray that I can put this on, because now I'm collecting these. This one is Blooming Bouquet, which sounds really beautiful. Here it is. I just love their packaging. It's just so pretty. It almost looks like crystal or something. Let's give it a smell. Wow, that's really nice and floral. I actually very much like that. It's like light. Lovely. And here's its spot now on my mirrored tray. And I think it's starting to look really beautiful. Now you guys can see it in the daylight, because I know last night it was a bit dark, which also looked very pretty. I think this at nighttime with like a candle burning and maybe just putting on some lotion before bed, such like a nice kind of luxurious pamping experience for yourself. Hello again. So it's the work day just ended. We had like an internal virtual happy hour, like a Zoom happy hour, which I feel like those can be a little bit but we made it fun. So yeah, we did that. Yeah, I ran uptown for a really quick appointment, and then I came back. I stopped at Whole Foods on the way just to grab like a snack because I was hungry, and I saw that they actually had pre-made gingerbread houses, and they had the icing, the like glitters, edible sprinkles, and then also gingerbread men. So I thought that that was really cute if like you don't want to wait for a gingerbread house to like come in the mail. If you have a Whole Foods near you, maybe they have this. It was in like the bakery section. And yeah, but I'm just now going to start getting ready. I'm sitting at my vanity table. I'm going to start getting ready for Lyle's company holiday party tonight. Decided that while I do this, I'll answer some Q&A questions, because I feel like this vlog might be like the shortest one so far without it. So I was like, you know what, I haven't done a Q&A in a while, and I was noticing that people were asking questions in the comments, so I was like, let's do a Q&A. I have all of your questions right here. I'm going to just prop them up while I do my makeup and my hair. Alright, just put my hair extensions, clip-ins in, because, you know, I like to have volume. What would you guys think if my hair was a bit longer? People have told me to get a pixie cut. Guys, I don't want a pixie cut. It's just not my personality, I feel like. Like I see, like I'll look up a picture of someone with a pixie cut and it looks more edgy. I mean, it's not always edgy, but it's just not what I want. I know my hair sucks, but that doesn't mean I have to have a pixie cut. Okay, first question here is, do you have any travel abroad plans for 2023? Not right now. I have a travel domestic plan, which is that I'm going to be going on a ski trip to Park City in February, but I don't have any travel abroad plans. However, obviously I would really like to. I have gone to Europe, like, you know, a bit now, and I've never visited South America, so I'd really love to visit South America, just to go to a different continent. So if you have any like recommendations of like, you have to visit this country, definitely let me know. Do you want to live in New York forever? Love from Italy. Oh. Do I want to live in New York forever? Yeah. Probably. I mean, you guys know that I love so many places in the world, but I think in general, yeah, as far as like what I can see for the future right now, I'll probably be living in New York. If you could give your younger self about to move to New York City any advice, what would you tell her? I'd probably tell younger Taylor that, like, I know you've been dreaming about moving to New York City, and it is going to happen, and it's going to happen so much bigger and better than you are even able to imagine right now. And just trust that things will happen as they are meant to happen, and that you'll eventually get to exactly where you want to be. 2 different people asked, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Well, in 5 years I'll be 35, probably married, and potentially thinking about starting a family. Hopefully I'll be in a really happy place in my career. Hopefully I'll be in a job that is like truly the best for me, and a company that I really love and that values me. Somebody said how to tie your coat belt, so cute. So I have I have a couple of different coats that have like ties and stuff, but assuming you meant this one because this is the one that I wore the most recently. So I was trying to Google this. Like I've saved so many things on Pinterest of like how to tie your coat belt. But what I just do is first I just, you know, flip it around like this, like as if you were to start tying your shoes. And then I literally just tie it in a bow and around, just like any other bow. And it's kind of going to come out like that. I don't know if you can see in this lighting. But then what I do is I sort of just flip around the like bunny ears, and then I sort of just move the tails into a way that looks like an upright bow, and you sort of just maneuver it. Like I wish that I had like a cooler way to show you, but then it just looks like a bow. And if I'm not doing that, then what I'll pretty much do is I'll just act like I'm tying it in sort of like another knot, but then I just pull one of the loops through, and then I just pull it like that, and that's a really easy way to do it too. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. What is your favorite Christmas movie? I love Miracle on 34th Street. That's probably one of my favorites, and also The Grinch, like the new one. Not like the new one. What was the one that came out like, you know, in theaters when we were kids? And I just watched the other night that Lindsay Lohan Falling for Christmas movie, which I thought was actually really cute. It's like I feel like a very typical kind of like Hallmark Christmas movie situation, because, you know, the acting was, you know, like a Christmas movie. Where do you keep all of your lovely clothing? Any idea for storage solutions? So thankfully I have a pretty big closet at this apartment. My last apartment, as you might have seen, I had like maybe a fourth of the size of the closet that I have now. So I actually am able to like put most of my clothes in there. And then second to that, I put clothes in I have like an IKEA drawer unit thing. And then I also have a garment rack in here that I put some clothes on. And also we have our bed frame has drawers under it, which is super helpful. So right now I have all of my like summer clothes stored in those, like all of my summer skirts and my summer tops, like my bathing suits are all in those drawers because, you know, I don't need them right now. I don't need them to be front and center. And then we did also get a wardrobe, which is primarily Lyle's because his closet is a bit smaller than mine, but I use the other side of it. So yeah, I just have a lot of clothes. What's your favorite holiday makeup look? Definitely a red lip. Always a red lip. Money advice for gals in their 20s. I guess it would be to, well, I can really only speak to living in New York, or like living in a city, but I would say to take public transportation, take the subway, the metro, whatever you can. Only take Ubers if you are coming home really late at night and you don't feel safe. Shop at Trader Joe's. Do your grocery shopping there because it's the cheapest. Living in Brooklyn is okay. And like, if you need to start out, just have an apartment that's further away because you're still saving. You might put in extra time, but at least you can spend your money on things that you actually want to. So someone asked, will you vlog until the 1st of January? I hope so. I would love to do that, but for Vlogmas, it's just vlogging until Christmas. Because I have a full-time job, it is kind of hard to vlog every single day. And even without that, it's still like hard to vlog every single day. So I definitely don't think that I could keep it up until January. In an ideal world, I would love to do that, but you know. Will you share with us the Rockefeller tree by night and its surroundings? Yes, I did in one of the vlogs. I went a couple of days after the tree lighting. I'll put the link up here to that vlog. You can definitely check that out. And I showed in that vlog like the tree, all the surroundings, and then like all the windows at Saks and like some of the light show, and it was basically, yeah, all that stuff is in there. When are you editing your videos every day? How do you find time with everything? So during the weeknights, I've been editing them at night. So like after I'll say goodbye, I'll be editing until like midnight, 1 a.m. And then the next morning before work, I'll wake up and export and upload and create the thumbnail and do all the links and the description and the keywords and everything that next morning. So yeah, that's why I can't keep doing this until January, but it is very fun right now. Oh, and then on the weekends, if I did something late, I remember last weekend I was like at a Christmas party, I will edit the next morning. So I'll just try to wake up as early as possible and then just edit before the new day starts. When did you start dreaming about moving to New York City? So pretty much all of my life, although I will say that there was a certain time frame there when I started to get older where I truly just did not know. From the earliest age I can think of, when I was reading magazines in my bedroom and just like watching movies about New York, and I just always knew that all of like the fashion was here, all of the job opportunities were here. And then when I was graduating, I applied to jobs in a lot of different cities throughout the country. Like I applied to one in DC, and I remember I applied to one on like the West Coast in California, and a bunch in New York City. And I remember I got an interview at Brides magazine here in New York, and I was so over the moon excited about it. I did not get the job. It was a horrible interview. I did not a good job. I think it was actually my very first like real job interview, so I just totally didn't even know what to expect, and I didn't get it. But when I even had that interview, I started really dreaming about like what my life would be like here, and then it made me like really want it, and then I just was like totally set on it, like this is the only, like this has to be it. You miss living on your own? I thought that I would, but honestly I really love living with Lyle. It's like I just like having someone else there, and I like look forward to when he comes home. Yeah, it's just nice to have a companion. But I am really grateful that I did the living alone thing, because I feel like you get to know a lot more about yourself, and it also makes you understand that you can do it, and that if you ever in your life need to fall back onto that for one, you know, reason and another, you know that you always can, and you have that kind of like skill in your arsenal. Was there anything that surprised you about the culture living in Paris? Nothing that really surprised me, because I felt like I already had done so much research about it before I left, and I've always have been into French culture, so like everything that I kind of expected was already there. There weren't any culture shocks, and also I had been previously, so like this time when I went, I just got mascara all over my eyes. Yeah, there weren't any shocks. Obviously, I love their culture. Actually, on my last day there, I like sat at a cafe and I wrote down everything, like a list of why I love everything there and like what it is about it. I never ended up sharing it, but let me know if you guys would ever like want to hear that list. What is the most decadent item on your Christmas wish list or wish list in general? Well, I mean, I never put anything on my Christmas list that's like super decadent, you know. I'm like, especially the older I get, you know, like with my family and stuff, the less I am likely to like expect anything big. I think I put a pair of like ski pants. I remember I sent my mom a pair of earrings that I liked. But yeah. But I would say like if there was something super decadent like that I could ever put on any of my lists, my like big thing that I really want is a Chanel Classic Flap bag in like a beige color with a gold hardware. That's like my dream bag that I must have before I die. Yeah, that's like, I don't know. Since you asked. How to get a job in the city when you live in Texas? I mean, really, especially in today's day and age with everything, with many more companies working remotely, it's like even more like of an opportunity to get a job in a city that you don't live in. Or if you do, you know, want to live here and you don't, you can always do that anyways. I never, like, when I lived in New Hampshire and I was trying to get a job here, I thought that it was the most impossible thing because they only wanted people that lived in New York, and I just thought like, oh, they're gonna see New Hampshire on my resume and they're not even gonna consider me. So I actually had asked my friend who lived in New Jersey if I could put her family's address on my resume, and they were like, you don't have, like, you really don't have to do that, but of course you can. So I did. But then now I say that I like live here and work here and I've worked for a couple different companies here, I would say that it really just doesn't matter where you live. Like if you want to relocate, like, I mean, most companies are not going to fund that for you, but you know, if you're willing to, you totally can. And I remember when I was first applying to jobs here, most of the interviews were in person, but now they're like all over Zoom, so it's even that much easier to get a job in a totally different place that you don't live in. So I would not let that deter you at all. So a couple people asked about my job, which I feel like I've shared, you know, I feel like I've shared about it. It's I don't know if I'm supposed to share to the company or not, but like, I don't know. Yeah, I work in like marketing, retail, account strategy. It's a tech company that supports retail clients. How long does it take to edit a YouTube video? It depends. The Vlogmas ones are a bit shorter, so anywhere from like 1 to 2 hours. But some of my longer vlogs, like my weekend vlogs, usually take me like 4 hours. It just depends. I love editing though, so like I'm okay if it takes long. It's just if I'm like trying to get it up by a certain time and I'm like falling asleep. But you guys know I love like picking the music and putting the clips to the music so it all like lines up perfectly. It's like one of my favorite things. So yeah. Okay, that's the last question. I just got dressed. Oh, by the way, you guys overwhelmingly said in the comments that I should wear this outfit and that this was the winner for sure. So I am glad that that is the case. So I've put this on. This is the fit. I've got the gold heels for fun. And the top, I'm just going to add a red lip and it should be good. Hello. Back at my apartment now. I am so happy to be home. It is raining outside and it's cold. I just walked all the way back home. Lyle is out with his company people who are all very nice, but yeah, they wanted to go to another bar afterwards and I was like, I just want to go home and go to bed. That's what I did, but I must have probably filmed like one clip while I was there because I just wanted to like be present in the moment and be respectful of Lyle's privacy, and also just, yeah, kind of be in the moment and like meet his coworkers and people that I've heard so much about. So yeah, it was fun to put names to faces and meet everyone that's, you know, Lyle spends all of his time with. So yeah, it was nice to meet all of them. But we went to Little Rascal, which is Mediterranean food. It was actually pretty close to here, so they did like a whole dinner and kind of like a happy hour thing beforehand, unlimited drinks, and then at the end they brought out birthday cakes for 2 people whose birthday it was recently, and they were from Flower Shop, which is a pretty big, I guess, bakery. It's actually here in Soho. I got a cake from them for my birthday a couple years ago, but these cakes were actually like themed. One of them was shaped like a donut and the other one was shaped like pancakes. I think that those 2 foods had some sort of significance for the people whose birthday it was, but they tasted like 10 out of 10. The frosting was really good, so I definitely enjoyed that. I've just cleansed my face. But yeah, I'm just doing my skincare routine and getting ready for bed. Tomorrow is a new Vlogmas day. Tomorrow is Friday, actually. However, it's not like a normal Friday because tomorrow is like, you know, like this week is kind of like one of the last busy weeks. Next week, things haven't slowed down yet, but like it's kind of like everyone knows like this is the last week before the holidays, and then after that, everyone in my industry just takes off because everything is so busy during actual Cyber Week and just like the whole holiday shopping season, because the company that I work for is in retail, meaning like this is our busiest time of year. Yeah, I'm just ready for all of that to be over, honestly, and I'm just ready to like take a break. I don't know. But I'm excited that tomorrow is Friday and it'll be the weekend, and I have fun plans on Saturday. I'm going to go to that Emily in Paris pop-up. That should be really good. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to end the vlog here. But I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and definitely don't forget to subscribe for more videos. And check out the Fashion Squirrel as well over on Instagram. And hopefully I will see you guys next time. Okay.